Hi everyone, welcome to a new tutorial. This time we're gonna model a not so super important object, but we still want to do it nice. And I thought that this could be a cool video because of not gonna use the most straightforward workflow to do this. This is another object for our game, IDILI, and it's like typical Sardinian trash cans, I guess. Just a set dressing piece. Um, and yeah, let's start. Just like it's trash bags, cans, so I don't have like a lot of reference images of this one. Um, yeah. So I started the scene with importing the Unreal mannequin. So we have some kind of scale reference, but you will see we will have like a lot of back and forth between the engine and Blender. Okay, let's start. So first, I'm gonna start with the cylinder because everything is round. If you have like round objects in a game, you basically already are bound to a high polygon scale, so we should use as little as we can. So I'm gonna try maybe for the one in the middle, 18, and let's see where we get. So that is too high. So right now I'm just gonna try to look at my reference, try to remember how big those things are, because I visited Sardinia and made all these pictures like myself, so kind of have an idea. So let's say, yeah, this high. Let's do like a real quick gray box basically of this. Good old spheres. Instantly triple your poly count with a sphere. Like this, but for now we just like want the basic feel of the object, so don't try to get too deep into the design yet. So we have this foot. Wait, maybe I can actually put this in front. So you have an idea what I'm doing. And it's like a good, this is PureRef by the way, and it's the new version, PureRef 2.0. And it's awesome. There's like many cool new features, like you can paint now on the pictures, which is super useful for like measurements, or like I asked my colleagues what is the name of um, the other trash cans in Italian, because like I'm not an Italian speaker. Where's this mode? Always on top. Okay, just put it down here so we know what we're doing. Right now I'm gonna do like the foundation, which is like basic modeling. This is not like a modeling tutorial, basic, but workflow, more or less. Always in games, if you have something like this, like pretty thin in real life, and we want it to stay in realism, but like always exaggerate this kind of areas in your model, because it just reads better in a game. So just set this to like the zero plane, just a little bit, maybe a little bit fatter. The big boy. And then we're gonna have like the trash cans, which of course, because they're like all the same, we only model one of those because we are lazy. Something like this should be the scale. Yeah. No, way smaller. Like this. Oh look, now we can see it a little bit better. Like this, then we have the roofs up here. Is it even smaller? Let's see how it looks in engine actually. So let's position this real quick, like this, like this, like this. Then now let's do the roof first. Like this. Here, always apply scale. Just even if you're just doing like a gray box, it's unless didn't I just apply scale? No. Or this happens. What you just saw. Okay, like this. Just bevel that. Yeah, something like this. Okay. So now we can copy this real quick. They are like touching each other and they're like pretty close to the center pole as well, so that gives us a little bit indication of scale. They have like to be smaller for that to happen. That's like too small, right? Yeah, that's too small. Let's make it bigger for now. There's like some kind of clamp here, or like not clamp, you know what I mean, piece of metal. Okay, like this. This. Okay, it's beautiful. Beautiful. So this is I haven't saved the whole thing yet. So let's go into our folders. This is for the box office basically. Yeah. Now this is a prop. Is it? This is always really hard. Like you have your kind of, no, it's level design, it's just like a trash can. You have your order, but like you don't know in which category this goes in. So let's say this is trash can, and that's always, like I always go for like some version, because I don't know if I'm gonna do like another kind of trash can, and always try to name them after the after letters, not after numbers, because otherwise you have like trash can 1 and then you make like a duplicate of that in engine, and then you have like trash can 1 trash can 142. It's like stupid. Just trash can A. You know what is meant. Okay, like this, and then we gonna create 3 folders in here, which are trash can, engine. This is like my order, you don't have to do this. Trash can sub for substance stuff. Trash can, what else do we need? Do we need anything else? Materials for later. Okay. I don't think I need images other than, no. Okay, cool. So put this in here, call only trash cans A. Export as FBX, go into the engine. Welcome to our game. Let me quickly find this. Where did you put level design? Trash can. I'm the trash man. Engine. And let's just like not put it here maybe. Where are you? There. Yeah. This is in the beginning stages of the game, so don't expect too much of this. And we are not using mega scans or anything, so the world is pretty empty right now. Okay, I normally I do folders in here as well because I like to have things ordered, materials, and yeah, that's it. I don't think we need a blueprint or anything for this. So go into models, import this as, I don't know, I have to like learn this kind of stuff, but normally I create my own not LODs, but like collisions and stuff. But let's do it for this. Right now it's level architecture, I don't know. And of course combine meshes, I hope I did that. Yeah, okay, perfect. So now we can just like put this in front of our feet and go into the engine. Ignore compilation errors because that's not our field. Okay. Now you can walk around and see. That looks pretty trash canny. And that's like the scale is alright, I guess. Right? Yeah. Maybe a little bit smaller, the cans actually. They can be... Yeah, they have to be smaller. The pole can be a little bit higher. And the distance between the heads and the cans have to be different because otherwise you cannot put anything in there except postcards. Okay, cool. So that is good to know. So let us for now maybe just mirror that. This here. Create a mirror. Use this. And then... Okay. So we don't have to do that 4 times. Make the pole longer. Wink, wink. Like this. I try to stay in like centimeter range, like in increments, but like the feel of the object is like the highest priority basically. So if it doesn't feel good, it doesn't matter if it's like perfectly on the thing. So now we have to go a little bit further. The trash cans, maybe it's because of the bevel. Maybe if we have the bevel, it looks smaller. Yeah, it already looks smaller. Okay. Okay, and then maybe let's do the next step and do the inside. because I don't know if we have, no, let's just use the solidify, that's easier. I don't know if we will have some kind of item in there or something. Maybe a collectible, I don't know, or an Easter egg. But you will have to look inside. Oh, you will be able to look inside. So just use a solidify, and again, like in real life, it's probably like this, but let's do like a little bit more so it's more readable. I don't think you can look underneath here, so I don't know if we have to do this, but let's see. Like right now, I'm gonna go back and forth a lot. Oh, I did one dot too much. No, this, like, there's an English word for that, but I don't know. Okay. The one with one dot, please. So the one with two dots, maybe delete it. Okay. Did something, yeah, change. Yeah. That feels better. You can like look inside. There's like a little bit space between the cans. Maybe there can be a little bit more, and maybe it can be a little bit higher still. Foot could be a little bit bigger. No, the foot is cool. Yep. So let's do that again. A little bit higher still, so let's go 10 centimeters more. And yeah, I can already see like this feels pretty good, but let's be sure. Let's re-import. Boop. Just go a little bit bigger. This is feel too big now. I think maybe the whole construct is a little bit smaller, because like the ratios, they seem to be right now, but it feels like a little bit high. So let's just scale this down again, 10 centimeters basically. And you guessed it. Is there a shortcut for that? No. I'm pretty new to Unreal Engine, but I think I mostly did the tutorial for modeling, so it's okay. Yeah. That feels the right scale. There's our player character without a head. And a placeholder model. And this game is set at night, so it doesn't look like this normally. Okay, cool. Nice. Perfect. Beautiful. So, this was the gray box. Oh, I wanted to check real quick if our crouch scale, god damn it, yeah, our crouch is low. Okay. Well, that's just how it be. So we're gonna lose a little bit of the poly count, but Polygon is not that important anymore. You still should like not waste polygons, but it's still cool. Okay. So because we basically like the roundness of everything looked all right, I think maybe we can go one further, right? That's annoying. Yeah, this is like a last gen round object. But this already has like 5,000 polygons. But it will not get more than that, so... No, how much is the mannequin? Yeah, it's 4,000 right now. I ain't made out of polygons. But we can simplify this inside of here. Yeah, I think for trash cans it's cool. It's cool. So let's call this lid. Let's call this trash can. And let's do this right. But this is too blocky. So one thing we could do, first we have to think about what kind of workflow we want to use for the high poly. And I guess I'm going with bevel. Yeah. So we're gonna create like a low poly version and then just bevel the edges for the high poly. Yes, and this sphere is like way too much. So yeah, let's start with that. So this is the pole. Cool. Then we can do this, which is super useful. Ugh. Now the selection doesn't work anymore. This is an add-on that comes with Blender. It's called Loop Tools. You can just like activate it in the add-ons, and it's super useful for this kind of stuff because you can just like say make a circle out of that, and then you have double the polygons than you had before if you do the subdivide, of course. Circle. The underside of this we don't need. No, we don't need, but maybe for the high poly. So let's delete this at the end. And because we're lazy, we're just gonna do Control T to just create tries out of that. And it's gonna look rounder here, but this is like not useless amount of polygons. And then we will do, of course, the bolts, because that's like always the small details that make a model. And I think I'm even gonna do this super sloppy concrete foot with the one bolt not even like being inside of the concrete. It's gonna look cool. And then the workflow will be basically we are creating one of these cans, make it beautiful. We make one of these lids, or like roofs or whatever. And then in Substance Painter, we're gonna create like a color mask, and then the coloring of this will be inside of the engine, inside of Unreal. We will create like a cool material, and these signs here, they're just gonna be like planes, or like a little bit thicker than a plane, which we'll have like 4 unique ones, and we just put them on there. We rotate the trash cans a little bit, and we will save a lot of texture space that way. I'm sorry if you hear that. It's like a crazy person honking outside. Can we control that? Okay. So that is basically the low poly for now. So I'm just gonna like, let's show everything. Let's begin to smooth that. What is that? Oh, the mirror. Yeah. Just delete it. Let's see here. So this is gonna be normal map only. These are like, this could be like 2 edge loops, and I think it's gonna like give a lot to the overall look. And this of course is gonna be geometry as well. Yeah. So this is only gonna be in a high poly, so let's try. And this is like not always my workflow, that I'm like basically starting with a low poly and then creating a high poly of that. Sometimes it's like the other way around. Basically for organic stuff, it's always better to just sculpt the base and then do a retopo on top. So I try to find like the middle point of this. So this basically, and then I'm just gonna bevel this 3 times like this, and then bevel it again like this. Is the scale, yeah. And it's like control minus. Ha, nice. Control minus to only select the 3 in the middle, and then just like do a little bit of this, and then because this is not gonna be enough for the normals, we're gonna mark that sharp. Okay. The bevel is not as extreme as I did here, so just like delete this one. Down a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. And we did a terrible goof. This is this should not be in the inside, it's just useless polygons. So we apply and just get rid of these inside. Okay. And as well, and just like trying to fan the bottom, because that's okay. It's not like a curved surface or something, so trying a fan works. Same with the bottom here. Yeah, you have to press 0. Okay. So that already looks good. Then we go here, create the lip, which is basically super basic modeling. I don't think I have to explain anything here. And that's it. I'm not gonna like bevel this or something. It's, or do I? No. Yes, I'm gonna do that, because then I can mark these sharp and basically round this out a little bit more, and then we can just set the auto normals to 180, and then only things we mark sharp will be really sharp. So we have like this cool soft edge here, which works quite well. Okay. So let's see here. That is basically the trash can, low poly, and the lid. We apply the solidify as well. We delete a lot of these inside polygons. Just gonna do like this. And then trying to fan that. If we would be like last gen or before that, you could even reduce the polygons inside here even more, but I think we're gonna be all right. And trying a fan. I'm lazy today. Okay. So that's basically these done. Let's go here for 60. So everything is nice and smooth. Okay, cool. I should have made a picture from like up top. Oh, this is like, there's like a flat thing there. This is weird design, but okay. Let's see if Google Images actually has enough resolution. Not Google Images, Google Maps. There's people writing me. Disgusting. Google Maps. Let's go to this satellite images. You cannot see this right now, but like I'm gonna be quick. No, Sardinia has not enough resolution for that. It was a try. Okay, so there was like advertising for Dungeon Crawler Carl, which is awesome, and I recommend it. I did not see that, sorry. Yeah, but it's basically, it's a more aggressive bevel than we did. And then there's like this flat top. So these typically Sardinian things, they're quite important for the game because we really want to represent Sardinia as best as we can. So basically all these small details, they're I hope they're gonna be appreciated by the Sardinian community. I know that the other devs love this kind of stuff. To see it in a game, because they don't have like, there's no game that is set on Sardinia except like some racing stuff. So it's super cool for them. So basically we have this kind of curve, but then this is more like this. This is terrible. Let's do this by hand. It's a weird curve. Super weird. Like this is even higher a little bit. weird. I think this is an ashtray. Looks like there's an inside to that. So let's do this. The Europeans always smoking. Okay, like this, and trying a van. Okay. And then our solidify, of course, did not do flat edges. That's not its thing. So this is not straight. How does this change? There's no modify on that. Up. Okay. Do we do something strange with the scale? No. Okay. That's the lid. So let's go back here. That looks good. That looks good. We are at 2500 with these. The sphere thing on top I'm gonna do later because I first want to do the high poly. So that is that. Now we have to basically guess how the backside of this looks, like the clamps, and they're gonna be clamps, right? So you can like remove them. Yeah, but I don't know if we really have to go that much into detail. But let's do this. Let's just steal this part so we have like the right circumference. Let's put a solidify on that. Yep, that's what I thought. Because this never works otherwise. Okay, like this. And then let us see, this is the ring, right? Yeah. So we're just gonna do like some kind of clamp thing. Nothing too special. There's actually one in my references which probably housed some kind of trash can, but I don't know. Yeah, that's too complicated. That is too complicated. We don't need that kind of stuff in our lives. Now, of course, like it would be fun to model that, but like it's basically lost or wasted time for what we're doing here. So it's just like a trash can. Let's position this like this. Yeah, let's go back to the trash cans. And then just steal this circumference as well to create some kind of ring here. which will just be 3 to the side. Okay. Like this. Solidify. A little bit thicker. This one needs a normal value again. Okay. Like this. We can actually like work with that. Doesn't have to be a work of art. And we're just gonna put some nice details into the normal map of this. So let's see here, because this is not the right rotation. That should at least be like this, and then this is not in the right location as well. Okay. Let's first go into high poly, and then we can play with this more. Maybe we're gonna like combine those, but like you can see here, it's gonna be such a small detail that it does not have to be super complicated. Why did I? Was that the right one? Yeah. I have no idea why I did that. Well, there were two of those. Okay, a little bit. Oh, did I move this one? No. I did. That is stupid. Yeah. No, I have to move both of them, of course. It's not going to be that important, basically, because later you can see like they're all over the place. They're not very symmetrical. Okay, let's do the thing now. The sign. Again, to geometry. It's like this thick, and then like this. Yeah, that's enough. And then it has beveled corners, which we are not gonna like overdo. Is this like, this is a flat scale? Why did it look so weird? Oh no, it's my eyes that are weird. Like this. And we got our sign. We will have to see how bad the flickering gets if we're like really far away. And if this looks kind of weird, but for now I'm gonna do it like this. And the good thing is that it still has the same position than the trash can. Not really the position, but I can make it the same position than the trash can. Cursor to selected, to 3D cursor. And let's do this as well. So we can more easily assemble it later. So this construction can be reused for this, probably. Let's see. I created a monster. Why did this? Nah. No, this is... Oh, this is the one behind that. It's always when you're on location, you never do enough pictures. And I could have made maybe 2 pictures of this. No. This is further down. Then do it like this. Okay, we have 2 clamps. It's just not gonna be any space on the texture map, so it's okay. Let us do this. Let's call it artistic freedom. Yeah, that's what we call it. Yeah. So like this, and then on the upper one, when we apply the solidify, we can I think I remember something like this. Maybe I'm wrong, but this looks right. Okay. So for now, we're just gonna like intersect this like this. I don't know if no, I don't think I'm gonna connect this, because otherwise I would have to do this with all 4s already. And that's not worth it for the texture space, because if we have like all this in the texture space, maybe that's gonna be too much. So we've got this clamp, and then basically we have the same thing, which is we're gonna use the exact same thing. So we're not gonna have to do this right now. I'm gonna have this lower. Okay, I think that's enough. Let's name stuff. Trash can, clamp, connection. Isn't it always beautiful to find? No, that's not how you write connection, right? Is it? I don't know. I'm German. Yeah, this looks right. That you have to find the names for everything if you want to name stuff, and I highly recommend that you name stuff. You learn the weirdest English words. Yeah. That is the so we can then basically reuse this. So let's not put this here, or maybe just put it inside. Let's see what looks better. This is still the lid. We have the label like this. Yeah. there's gonna be a few of those, so like 4, not a few, 4. Then we have the lit connection, and that's it. Okay. So let us go into high poly stuff. Let us quickly see how our texture space is right now. I know we don't have like the pommel up here, but like basically do a quick UV map, UV unwrap. It doesn't matter where it is. We use triplanar mapping. Like this, Maxime. Okay. Then we have this, which will have probably no inside. Let's leave it for now. It's always like you have to check it if it works without an inside because of the shadow casting. But I think it intersects everywhere, so it should not be a problem. We can test it. So we do this, and we also want to straighten this out so the bevel edges they look way better that way. This thing's just like basically already has a map. It's like that, yeah. The good old cube. Like this. And then of course, now let's go with the trash. The lid first. I think I wanna do the, yeah. The ashtray is its own thing, this is its own thing, and then the inside is okay. This. Could try to do this, but I don't think it's worth it. Let's see. This is already, and this is. We can do a seam here because of this, because there's gonna be like this normal thing, which is basically a seam, like real life seam. They exist in real life as well. Like this, like this. Okay. Cool. So now unhide everything. Remember if you did everything? No, you did not. This one is still missing. Which is, let's just like mark sharp edges, select sharp edges, and mark seam. Yeah, that like works 90% of the time. Is that enough? Like mark sharp edges. Okay, go into UV editing, create a new material. I don't know if yeah, I had this last time as well. There's like a super cool free add-on, I think. It's called Text Tools, where we can like yeah, it's like a lot of useful features. So we want to create. Let's quickly see what kind of map we need. So we have a texture density of 1K. So this is a 1024 texture. So I think for the whole trash can, this is gonna be a little bit, it's like not enough. No, it's not. So we have to go with a 2K texture, which could have maybe a little bit of free space, but we can actually fill that with trash or something later, like literal trash that we can put into the trash cans. So it's gonna be okay. Let's unwrap that. Let's rectify these like round edges. Yeah, that's super useful, this feature of this add-on. It does not always do like the best job in like this looks good, but sometimes the ratio of the edges is not the best. No, this I did not do. Is this a rectifier? Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to remember. No. Okay, cool. So now we create, because we thought we needed 2K texture, so we can like set a texture size here and create a checker map. Gets like automatically applied. It always has a stupid name, so let's call this trash can A. And now we can set our texel density, not tensile density, and like apply it, which is now like 1 meter in this texture is 1024 pixels. That's like texel density. And it's super important to have this as a uniform rule in your game, otherwise it will look not very good if every item has like a different resolution, basically. I think like for some hero objects it's okay to break this, like I do this, because they're gonna be like very close up to the camera and it's like stupid that you cannot read them or anything. Like for example the quest text for the game has to be like super high resolution, otherwise you cannot read it, right? So I think this is like a 2K texture only for this piece of paper. But the rest should be like the same resolution, otherwise you have like the wall here and then the texture down here, and it like will look really weird if one is super high resolution. So UV pack master, this is not a free add-on, but it just like saves your time, so it's always worth it if you like work in a real company. Time is money, and so money is time. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. And then I'm gonna say like don't change the scale, just rotate the things around and let's see how the packing goes. Like yeah, we have a lot of free space. But we need the pommels still, that is like this part, and then yeah, we have like a layer up here where we can do some trash, but I'm not gonna do this in this video. It's like a crushed Coke can, or not Coke, but like we invent like some stupid brand, um, like some paper or yeah, all the stuff that is always gonna be around the area or like connected to this item. So we can, so it always gets like loaded together. If I want to use this trash somewhere else on the map and not use the trash can, that would be stupid to have it inside of this texture, because it's gonna load the whole rest of the texture, like a 2K texture for like some small pieces of trash on the ground. So we want to avoid that as much as possible. We have like the base. That's gonna be quite a bit. So let's do this real quick so we have a better feeling for that. Shift C to put the 3D cursor on the ground again, in the origin. And let's see how we do this. I'm gonna start with a cube. It's gonna sound weird, but it's, I think, the best to start sculpting with a cube. So I'm just gonna like subdivide this a few times, and I'm gonna do basically this. Yeah. Visual geometry to mesh. And then for our test of the texture, I'm just gonna say this is the area. Maybe it's gonna be like way more weird than that, but this is okay. So let's mark seam, assign the same material, trash can, and I don't know if I did this, but let's not export. Oh, because we're not here. Unwrap. We want to unwrap that. Select everything. We're gonna do the same thing we did last time, where we set the texel density. Now you can actually see it change something, probably. Yeah, like this. And the underside, we're just gonna do really small, because this is gonna be deleted, so it's not important. And now we're gonna pack again with fixed scale, so the underside is not gonna be, oh yeah, without the Unreal mannequin. Okay, cool. So that is gonna be this, and then we have this strip up here. Yeah, that's good. I like it. Okay. Where did you put the underside? Oh, there. Small ball of vertices. Okay, cool. So this is the concrete base. It's not gonna stay like that, but you will see the workflow. So let us see. We need the bolts, which are like no space at all, but let's do it. Just create a cylinder, make it 8-sided. Is it 8 sides? Yeah, right? No, 6. Am I stupid? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 8. I have to think about the German word for these. Okay. Because they have like the number of sides in the name. again, a little bit exaggerated, just so you can see our beautiful details. So let's just put this here for now, and give it like, yeah, this should be enough, maybe a little bit longer. Okay, like this. Same texture. Scale applied. Seams marked. The other side of this, super useless. Create beautiful, beautiful quads everywhere and unwrap. Set the scale because this is right now the whole area. And hide the Unreal mannequin so we can do this. Now we can, because this add-on is so cool, just do like this. I guess this all? No, it's not. Like this. Put this all together. Select all of this, and then you can just like say pack two others. And then puts it inside of there. So we could do like unique bolts or anything like that, but like that's so insanely wasted time. We're just gonna do one. Let's quickly do the normals for this, and that's gonna be auto normals 180, and we will control everything else. Because we basically only have a few hard, like this. No, not like this, like this. Mark sharp. Okay, perfect. Okay, I think we're ready. Bolt. Let's duplicate this whole collection. Let's name this hi, select everything, Control F2, find and replace. We want to find .001 and we want to replace it with underscore hi. Boom. All our work was done for us, and that's why naming stuff is so awesome. Okay. Design doesn't need a high version. I could have exploded this before. Yeah, I could have done this. Let's delete everything and let's do it like we're gonna bake it. So we have this is okay here. These two can stay together, but let's put them here. The label, let's put it like here in between. It's cool because it has like the same origin. Then this, the clamp stuff, let us, so this can basically stay here, but this does not. But I think it's better to just like move it. Let's move it to the side. Let's move this to the side. And this for now, because this is not the end product, we can let it stay here. And the bolt is the bolt. It's already in the air. Okay, perfect. So repeat that. Not linked, duplicate collection. Rename this by hand. select all of these, Control F2, same settings. Okay, perfect. Easy peasy. Height. And let's create some high poly models. So first, what we're gonna do is this small seam down here. So don't want to auto merge or anything. It's just I'm gonna control these edges now with edge loops. Like this. So now is an automatic bevel the right choice, or should we just like, yeah, I just like created a subsurface modifier. The shortcut for that is like F, not F, a control and then one of the number keys, depending on how many subdivisions you want to have. This, like this. Create this. Let's get rid of all the sharp edges, because we're gonna do our own sharp edges now. This is terrible. Don't do this. It looks like a vase. Okay. This, and I think we should control these two edges as well. Okay. That looks round and beautiful. So now we can decide, are we gonna sculpt the irregularities in here, or are we gonna do that in like Substance Design, not Designer, Painter? I thought maybe we could like sculpt a little bit. So let's see what happens. Let's quickly create like a new collection. I just always call it trash, which is fitting right now. It's just a backup. If I like go non-destructible like I do now, because I'm gonna do visual geometry to mesh, go into sculpt mode, and then like press R to set the resolution of the remesh, which we need quite a bit of. So like, let's say 1.5 millimeters, and then Control R to actually do it. And then everything turns into like a grid. It's actually terrible. Is there like some kind of smooth all? I have no idea actually. Smooth. More. More. I don't know if I like that. That's too much. Let's maybe go for more polygons. We had 680,000, and he's still like doing this kind of faceting. Blender. Blender sculpting for high poly stuff is not my favorite thing. At all. I found like a workflow to create stones, which I'm quite happy with. Like all the stones and like the big cliffs and everything in our game, they're all sculpted. Because I don't like the mega scan look. I want it to be like a little bit stylized, a little bit hand painted everything. And mega scans like they're super good for for people that want to make games and they're not like artists. But in my opinion, everything looks like the same when you use Megascans. Like the big stuff, the texture and everything, they're cool. But like a photo scanned cliff, there's like only so much of that, right? There's like, if you want to do sandstone or like desert sandstone and you buy it from Megascans or get it from Megascans, then there's like how many, 8 pieces. You could actually see this in the last Summer Games show. Like a lot of games, it's just like basically Quixel Megascans presents nature assets. All look the same. Okay. So we got rid of most of this ugly faceting. Let's try to... I'm too lazy to get my tablet, but let's basically create some hand-painted detail on this. And actually, like, sometimes it's pretty useful to draw with a mouse, because you're forced to create imperfections and imperfections are realism. Like this line, for example. There's still like this faceting. It's terrible. Terrible. Let's see how visible it is in the normal map. If it's too visible, actually, we can actually get rid of it a little bit in the, like, we just smooth the normal map in Photoshop. Okay, so this, come on. Maybe remesh is not the right thing for this asset. Maybe we need more polygons. I'm not really happy with the result, but let's stay with it for now. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's create some harder edges here, which kind of got lost. But this is what I mean, like, it's super hard to draw like a straight line here, but actually I think it's gonna look good in the end because of that. With a tablet it's easier, way easier. Something like this. Oh, that's too much. Let's not go that far out there. Just a little bit imperfection. No, This is terrible. I think it's okay, but this is not like these kind of round objects are not the area where we should use remesh. Let's put this in the trash and get the other one out. That's why we did it. That's why we. And let's create multi-resolution, which is also a very good workflow. Actually, if you want to do a lot of polygons in Blender, you should use multi-resolution. Let's get rid of the seams. Where are they? No. Seams. Yeah, everything, please. Okay. So now, I'm going to delete this subdivision. We're gonna use a multi-resolution, which is basically just a ZBrush feature of subdividing. Now we have 2 million polygons for this trash can, and it looks way sharper. It's not as faceted, and we should have enough resolution to just paint on it. And the performance is like the best you can get in Blender for sculpting. With my old graphics card, which was like a 2080 Ti, I sculpted a character with 40 million polygons with multi-resolution, which is like otherwise unheard of in Blender. Just gonna die with every stroke. That sounds weirdly sexual. Okay, let's. Like this brush is terrible in Blender. I just want to have like a damn standard. But no. Let's put on a mad cap, otherwise. No, I'm not a fan of that. Maybe a little bit. Create some scratches and everything. Try not to make it too regular, which is super hard for us humans, but it is what it is. We need to do it. There's probably like super good brushes to do this kind of stuff, but it's just to create some interesting details which get baked down. I don't know, the baked normal details, they still look always a little bit more, like a little bit better in my opinion than the non-baked details. So this, I'm basically gonna do like the same I did in the remeshed version because that looked way better. Just try to create some imperfections in here. Which is, for now, it's not gonna like be very visible, but it's all about how in the end the object catches the light. Yeah. Like this, and then maybe like try to smooth here and there to get rid of a little bit of detail, but that is actually like one point of the multi-resolution, which is not so great. It's like getting rid of details you had in your mesh before is super hard. So then let's do some damage. Just surface details. And if you do this like in Substance Painter with like, I don't know, create like a height layer and then do like a Gaussian spots or something in there, you blur them a lot. It looks similar, but I think it always looks like better if you do it like this. And it's not that much work doing it right now, right? So smooth the shit out of that. So it's just like super subtle. But like I said, it's all about how the object is catching the light. Try to do like in both directions, because the material has to go somewhere. Okay, this. Super subtle. And then let's see if we can do like the small things, but I think we don't have enough resolution for that. Especially if we use this fucking brush. That's alright. For this kind of more like a dent and then a little bit of scratch, it's okay. For the rest, it just like always looks like made out of clay in Blender, the hard surface stuff. Like to create some, like, I don't know, for robot panel lines or something, like this brush is the draw sharp brush, like we supposed to use this. And this one, I don't know, it's not the best as well. You can actually like try to do a little bit of this. looks more like a wound than actually scratch. But because it like pinches the surrounding geometry to create a sharp edge in the middle. But it's okay. It's okay. It's better than paying for ZBrush. At least right now. And anyway, I would like buy an old version of ZBrush and have like a perpetual license. Like the whole renting software is so incredibly annoying. Okay, that's a beautiful piece of art. Let's go on. No, like this. Clear seam, clear sharp. Create some support edges. Like you don't want to do this these edges too sharp. Otherwise the bevel will not read in the game. And that would be a shame because like this for example, this could maybe be too sharp. If you look at it from here, it's okay. I don't know how it will read in the texture, so I'm just gonna do just a little bit less. Yeah, that's better. Okay. The subdivision was only for preview. Multi-resolution. Subdivide the shit out of that. 1 million for this. Yeah, that's okay. And let's see here. Again, just some dents, some small scratches here and there. Nothing super special. Let's just get on with it. Okay, that was quite extreme. Especially like here on the corner is gonna be the damage. Get some scratches here. This is the point where maybe I should take my tablet out, but I'm lazy. And it's a good thing, like in my last tutorial, like to show it's if you're like a beginner, you don't have to like buy an expensive tablet and everything to get started. You can do everything with a mouse. Like, and it's gonna be so much better if you like paint it for 1 year or something with a mouse, and then you like get a tablet and it's like gonna be so nice. So the underside is not that important. We want to have like some edge detail. You will see in the like how the light is reacting there. Yeah, that's like some kind of cool thing that happens with the multi-resolution modifier. Really cool. I like it very much. It's okay. Is okay. Let's just smooth that. Go way smaller. some dense probably should start with a dense, otherwise if you wanna like smooth them out and there's like a scratch, you like delete the scratch. But I'm not a smart man. I don't plan ahead. Okay. That is the trash can. Let us go on. So let's create finally the pommel up here. So we're gonna go again with sphere, smooth. The sphere is like slightly bigger than the pole. And then there is like a smooshed sphere underneath that, which is like way smaller, like this. And then they're connected. Let us connect them here. Bridge. And then of course the sphere has to be like a little bit further down. And then there's one more edge loop here and maybe even a few more to get it nice and round, and then you can actually go from here. Yeah, because this is like a one piece, right? The cap, you can see it, it's like connected here, so let's just do that. Like this, a little bit bigger, like this, and then let's exaggerate again the size of this. So now let's bevel from 60 up. Let's do some like that is enough. That should be like a 32 circle, yeah. So I don't know if I have to do this for this as well. I don't think so. Let's see how it looks. Just go here, create a similar bevel. So everything beveled nice and bevelly down here. And that's the pole. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of sculpting on this. It's basically only material. This can be sculpted, but it's gonna be only material. So next up, this, because it's gonna be the same than this, just like everything gets a bevel. You get a bevel and you get a bevel. Copy Selected modifiers bevel. You have to get a scale applied. Everything gets their scale applied. Okay. Safe in between. This guy, you guessed it, bevel. I don't know why the bevel looks so weird. So I'm gonna do this with the old I'm stupid. I can just do this. Bevel weight. So we have more control of it. Like this, and one more here. Like this. Okay. So why is this looking so weird? Okay. Oh, because it still has sharp edges. That was the problem. Clear sharp. Hello? Clear sharp? Oh. Yes. Like this. Again, you could like sculpt some scratches on here or something, but let's be honest, it's gonna be this big. This big? Yeah. Texture is gonna be enough. So these clamps as well, they stay like this, but we wanted to do the connection thing. Did we? Is it even possible to see those? Let's quickly go into the engine. Like, let's say they're here. It's like literally impossible to see them. Yeah. Let's not do that then. It's wasted time. Now to the fun part. Concrete. Sorry, I have to leave my cat out of the room. Be right back. Okay, let's do this and then I'm gonna do a break. Which is for you probably the next video or something. I don't know how I'm gonna cut this. Okay, so let's see here. The base should be like this time we're gonna do the remesh because we don't care about big changes in the structure. So let's go first off a little bit crazy with the shape. So it's gonna be like nice and weird when it goes into the ground. Like this. Here it's maybe a little bit more like this, remesh. How big are my polygons right now? Pretty small. That's nice. Okay, so get a little bit more into the shape of this. Not a lot of detail yet. Again, just like use the mouse. Especially this like super chaotic stuff, like why would you use a pen for that? Just set the sensitivity low and click a lot of times and it looks like the same. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna like use a brush I did myself, but it's basically just a brush with the alpha of some pebbles I did in a Substance Designer. So it's like super easy way to get like the concrete look, because I can just like paint them all over and get like this porous surface. Can even be bigger like this. Get this. Do like a lot of layers of those and maybe not that high of strength. That is like the first layer. Then we can just like polish some areas like this. And we're gonna do like some hand painted, like it's all hand painted, but like some real details without big brushes. Try to get this crumbly feel. Yeah, sculpting in Blender, what is this? 3.61? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, you see this? I'm not painting right now. I don't know why. I have to like... I have to move my mouse a certain minimum distance still he's that he like starts painting, and that's annoying as fuck. So if anyone of the Blender team sees this, I cannot work like this. This is like infuriating me right now. Let's try to get this concrete look. Just some wiggly lines crossing each other. The rest will be probably the texture in Substance Painter. We'll do a lot of the heavy lifting for this one. Just because again, the hard corners, they're nearly impossible in Blender's sculpting tools. is too extreme. I think it's enough. Let's quickly see how, if that effect works like I want it to work. Oh wait, we have to do the bold hole. That is, wait, did I somewhere? Ah, there. Okay, that's this side, and we have, yeah, this as well. Let us try something I'm not usually doing. And draw a mask. That helps a little bit with sharp corners, right? Can even like do this. Pebbles, and then it's okay, I guess. Like I said, the texture is gonna do a lot of the heavy lifting on this one. Should not intersect with this though. It's gonna be its own object probably. Yeah. Okay. These are a little bit too spiky over here. Concrete is not that spiky. I know what last time looked really concretey. The inflate brush. Yes. Now I remember. Yes. That was it. That looks way more like concrete. Now, like break up some of these perfect circles. two spiky ones. That's okay. That is a really sloppy job, like the concrete pouring. It's not meant as a statement to all concrete pourers of Sardinia. Just want to make that clear. Okay, I wanted to quickly check that, but let's not explode the engine. So let's decimate that to 0.1, which is 24,000. That's okay for testing purposes. So let's quickly overwrite our trash cans. Yeah, raise it to FPX. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a really cool effect. Like, of course, we will not have like these amount of polygons, but makes the object feel more grounded. It's instead of just like being this, which is okay for like a wooden post, I think. And I'm gonna hide a lot of this with like grass and everything. Like, we don't have any foliage right now except these few trees because of this shot. But yeah, this is gonna look good. I'm happy. Okay, so this is the concrete base high, and then we're gonna just copy this and move it to the model low. Delete the old one, and this time I'm gonna decimate the shit out of that. So 0.01. How many polygons are we talking about? 2,400 only for the base, but we will delete the lower part. So I think it's cool if we still see the bolt. Yes, we would. So that is cool. Let us just call this concrete base. Let's fix some of these ugly normal issues. Just do it like that. And there was here one. Okay. Some more here. That is all right. Okay, and the rest will be deleted. Just take some of this underside, but not a lot. Okay, like this. There's some ugly stuff we will delete as well. V for like breaking the connection, and then yeah, this disgusting. Just get rid of it. Okay, now we're at 1,400 for like a base, which is okay. What is this weird stuff? Oh no, this is just like the base. Shines through. That's okay. That's okay. This is ugly. Yeah, a little bit better. Probably we can still get rid of a lot of polygons here, but There's gonna be yellow Ds and everything. So I think we're on the right track. This has the same material and will be unwrapped. Beautiful. And that, I think, is everything we need to do in Blender. Right now I'm thinking if we should bake the pole and the concrete base together. So we have the nice ambient occlusion, but then we couldn't use the concrete base for other stuff, and I think that's a cool asset. Maybe I put it on our own. No, I'm gonna do maybe another one of those. For now, let's do it like we planned. But I'm still gonna like move this to the side so the normal does not get transferred. And I don't want to do the naming thing, so okay. Like this. And then we need 4 name signs. So 1, 4. Okay. So this is everything. Everything we want in our texture. Are these yeah. Okay. So let's pack everything. The base still has to be the right texel density. And pack everything. Okay. So we're quite good on the scale. We should, so we're at 7.89, like space usage. So yeah, we should like fill this up with literal trash. But like I said, we won't do this in this video. Yeah. So we export that, and then let's put this to the side for that. We're gonna, this is super simple. I'm not gonna bake in marmoset. Sometimes I'm gonna bake in marmoset, but this is like, oh, we forgot the pole. This should not be a big problem for Substance Painter. So I'm gonna use the pole low, and I'm just basically gonna do the second cat wants to go out of the room, but he has to wait now a little bit. Let's do some extrudes, some scaling, classics. That's why I wanted to do the high poly first. So the apex, of course, of this curve should be let's go here. Let's get rid of the seam, like all of those. Okay, let's see how every second one looks like. Jesus. Maybe it's not round enough. Okay. I think for this asset, it's more than enough. So let's create just cut it in half. Not this one, just the sphere. Mark seam. So we put this. So basically the whole object has to be unwrapped again, has to be scaled again. Some of these pieces have to be rectified, or no, it rectified itself. Maybe this is the underside, I don't know. Let's do it. Okay. The underside is still there. We can. Oh, we have the texture space. Let's just do this. Okay. So, really? Okay. Let's do it again. Rectify. Set the scale and select everything and pack. Okay, nothing really changed. That's good. Like you see, this add-on is like super awesome. I highly recommend it. Saves so much time. Of course, you have to look out for like the orientation of some stuff when you're like doing the grain of wood or some things, but like then you can just rotate them how you want them and then disable rotation enable here, and then everything will be good. Okay, that is low poly, which has right now 3,300 polygons, which is not the total amount, of course, because we're gonna copy some stuff around, but is good enough. Is good. So we go here, call it trash cans A, and let's get the high poly. Call it, is this, yeah, the right one. High. This takes a while because it's some millions of polygons. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and that's it. See you in the next video.